This fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing, a family-owned company since 2007, specializing in all your roofing needs. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing. It is scheduled for 3 rounds in the XKO featherweight division. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the next bank blue corner. He's a striker, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in 145 1/4 pounds, with 14 victories and 15 defeats, representing Fitness Fight Factory. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Javier El Coyote Obregon. Across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the Jim Ross red corner. He's a freestyle fighter, 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in 143.5 pounds, with 6 victories and 3 defeats, representing the Strike Kings. Fighting out of Copper's Cove, Texas, Jose Los Lobos Johnson. Referee Steve Armstrong.
And Jose, you'll forgive me. I said you were 6-4, you're 6-3. My bad, brother.
Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
All right. Javier, very talented with his hands and his grappling. Johnson, very quick, very explosive, will use his feet quite a bit. Johnson in the red. Javier Obregon in the black and gray, mostly gray. And touch of the gloves, and here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the co-main event of the evening, brought to you by J. Duncanson Roofing, 3 rounds, featherweight division. Javier El Coyote Obregon.
And there's that speed that Johnson, Javier got to get his head moving a little bit because Jose is very quick, very long arms. He's got the reach on Javier.
In the red trunks, Javier.
But Obregon can take you at any, be it punching, be it kicking, be it on the ground. God forbid you get on the ground with Javier. He can mess you up in a big bad way. His catch wrestling is fantastic. Again, thanks to Coach Brandon Crick. Javier continues to circle to the outside, not wanting to run into that big, heavy right of Johnson. Doing a real good job there. Johnson, that speed, those long arms, the quickness.
Tons of experience in Javier El Coyote Obregon.
29 pro fights, man. That's a whole lot. And look at that shot and the timing there by
quick.
Javier. Folks, if you're looking to see how you do a shot, that's it. That's how you take an inside single leg. Perfectly timed, perfectly done. He's trying to finish it here. Jose doing a really nice job of defending it. Javier can pick him up and pull him over his back if he wanted to. If he can get his legs up underneath of his butt a little bit, he can actually pick him up. He's going to go ahead and come up in this position. This is one of the areas that Javier has really gotten good in, is his ability to use his head. And I mean physically use his head and his chin. There.
Oh.
And that's what I'm talking about, his abilities on the takedowns and things like that. He's just phenomenal. His catch wrestling is beautiful. I mean, this kid is fantastic. Jose Johnson, calm, relaxed, looking for a chance to get out of this.
If Anderson Silva ever had a ground game, Jose Los Lobos Johnson would be that mirror image. Long arms, long legs.
And
calm.
And right here, he's trying to set up a triangle, and Javier's like, I've probably seen this 1,000 times. You're going to have to do more than that.
I'll tell you, and I like how they're both, I say patient, but you see how hard they're working.
That's right. And Javier, now he's just, you know what? Now it's just the grind. You see how patient he is on getting good position, and he solidifies that position before he goes ahead. He doesn't go half cocked. I mean, he solidifies his position, and then he goes for it.
You know, I'll tell you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, congratulating both of these fighters when it comes to experience, technique, and just sheer ability. What better matchup could you find right now?
Yeah, they're both excellent fighters. And but this is where Javier embraces the grind.
Oh, he's going for it. Jose Los Lobos Johnson might be in trouble. Javier needs to lock up that body, though. Oh.
Well, and that's a great explosive. You'd love to see an explosive move like that.
Oh, that was it. That was it.
That's an illegal shot. That's a point.
Yep.
That'll be a point.
I think he was going. Maybe he thought that Javier was up.
But you've got to wait until your opponent's up.
Right. I think that he was anticipating Javier being up. Is what he was anticipating. Javier, thank God that it wasn't a flush hit.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it wasn't a flush hit.
Yeah, and Javier's a smart kid. He's gonna sit here and he's gonna take his time.
Right. And I'll tell you right now.
And that wasn't a cheap shot by Jose. Jose was in the moment.
We need to say that for the fight fans
he's not
out there.
Jose Johnson is not is an honorable young man and a very honorable fighter, and he's not a cheap shot guy.
You know, because he was half cocked with the knee. He was half cocked with the knee. Jose Johnson did not do that intentionally for the sake to hurt the opponent. He really sincerely thought that he was up to his beyond a three-point stance.
Yeah.
He's apologizing. Javier sees that. Javier's still able to continue to fight. Thank goodness.
Now, a lot of people would have just automatically taken a point away because that's real dangerous.
Well, I think the fact that Jose didn't argue it either.
No, he knew. He knew. Wow.
And Javi, I'll tell you right now, Javi is tough as nail. They don't call him the El Coyote for no reason.
Well, and he gets on you like a coyote on a piece of prey.
We're nearing 1 minute left in the first round here. If you look at the Swole O'Clock time clock.
This is a good matchup for both these guys.
You know, we still have 2 more rounds to go, and there's been quite a bit of action.
If it goes that way, I mean.
Whoa! That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Javier Obregon just took a flying knee.
Wow.
He ducked when Johnson came up, and that's one of the scarier things.
He's unconscious, toes are curled. We're going to make sure that he's okay.
That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Javier put his head down.
Let's make sure that Javier is okay. For you fight fans, family members, Javier, eyes are rolled back, but we're going to make sure that he's okay.
That's a scary knockout. I mean, that's one of those situations where
he's breathing hard, the body's responding the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where your opponent.
Looking at the instant replay right now.
Yeah, and watch. He's kind of off balance here, and he ducks his head and catches the knee, and that put him to sleep.
But it wasn't the follow-up punch that did really need damage.
No, the follow-up punch really just grazed him.
Really, it was the falling back to the head that.
Yeah, because he was off balance.
Right.
And so you fight fans know we have 2 wonderful doctors on staff, these paramedics that are prepared for this type of thing. We'll say a prayer for Javier real quick. Not taking anything away from this victory. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your patience. So your winner, obviously, Jose, it was a great victory. I know you. I know Javier very well. I know you. Nobody wants this to happen. Nobody wants it to happen to them. You did what you are paid to do and trained to do. You threw a perfectly timed knee. that he just happened to be ducking his head at the right time, and this is what happened. Not quite the victory celebration you want to have right now, but if you want to give us your thoughts on the fight overall, and we'll give you a minute to just tell us what you're thinking.
First and foremost, I want to give all the glory to God. I pray that he's in perfect condition. He's a tough guy, man. I know that, and he's taking a lot of tough fights, and I respect the hell out of him, man. I want to thank all you fans who came out here today. I know that it may not have happened in the way that you wanted it to happen. It didn't happen in the way I necessarily wanted it to happen. I just know I work hard, and I came out with the victory. It was a good time knee. I misread the rules a little bit about the new points of contact on that knee. So that's my apology once again. I want to thank my team and my family right here behind me, man. I want to Chad, Serena, she's the gym owner. Without her, none of what I do right now as far as training would be possible. I want to thank Kasib. He's like a father to me, man. I want to thank Roger. That's my brother right there. He helped me a lot. He's a little guy, so I needed him. Sal, my jiu-jitsu coach. My country, man, obviously. I want to thank my newest sponsor, Loaded Pistols, Fog Hog Vapes, Ace Tires and Rims, Picante, a Korean restaurant. I want to thank Title, who came out here today, some of my people that I train on a regular basis, and my brother, Jonathan, who's out there with his wife, my soon-to-be sister. Thank you guys all for coming out again. And I want to thank XKO for giving me another opportunity.
Folks, let's give it up. He did what he's paid to do. Man has a tremendous heart and is a tremendous fighter. We congratulate him on his victory. And we will obviously keep you up to date on Javier's status as go along. And now it's time for the main event. Jose Johnson, one more time, you're a class act, man, a hell of a fighter, and we thank you so much. And we'll talk a little more.